Hey, happy morning everybody. Well, I am out here today getting started doing what I normally do during the week, which is dig holes. We're going to be finally putting, there's Molly and Annie poking out the door. We're going to be putting a 16 by 16 foot deck right here. 16 by 16 fits perfectly right here between the shed and the door. June does want me to get rid of the shed. We'll figure something out for that. I think maybe a lean-to. Right now it's mostly just holding the wood and chainsaw, but this will be perfect. Have a deck at this level, so if we're grilling out or cooking, we can just open the window and hand stuff through the window instead of walking through the house to get to the deck. Have ourselves a nice little sitting area other than at the garden itself. Today I'm mostly just digging holes to be able to set the posts. The wood is being delivered, the wooden materials and stuff are being delivered tomorrow. I was going to go and pick it all up myself, but I really don't want to take the risk of anything happening, so we're just going to have it delivered. Never had that done before, so we'll see how that process goes. So come along with us to see how this works out. It's going to be mostly just myself and June building it. If June is available. Throughout the week, we're supposed to be in the upper 80s, lower 90s all week. So with the weather being so warm, not really a chance of rain, more pop-up thunderstorms. Hopefully not. But hopefully we will be good to go, and it will be done a couple days, maybe. I think the longest part is going to be the concrete, getting the post set. Other than that, it's just throwing up a frame and yeah, quick and easy. Decking boards, sanding, staining is probably going to be the longest part. We're going to go with probably a cherry red stain. That will allow it to match the shutters that we have up front, as well as the new roof that we're putting on. The roof is going on afterward, so therefore we don't have to climb I don't have to climb a ladder coming from the ground. We can just climb a ladder or put up scaffolding on the deck to be able to get up there and replace the roof. Alright y'all, this is my biggest concern. I knew it was going to happen. We're only about 1.5 feet down and we're hitting water. Is it due to the fact that we had a lot of rain this year? Yeah. Is it also due to the fact that we have a very high water table? Absolutely. So, it's going to be tricky. I mean, it'll be what it is. Hopefully it don't stay too wet and it'll dry out so that we can actually pour concrete in. But yeah, I'm gonna get it down to that 2 foot mark, and we're gonna play around with it a little bit when we set the post. All right, y'all. About let's see, what time is it? 25 minutes. 25 minutes. We are 5 holes in. No, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5 holes in. 2 foot deep. Boom. That's the one y'all saw me recording on. Ma'am, I did make them a little wider. I did find corrugated pipe. Not sure in this one here. Not sure what it's to. It's probably, we don't have anything above ground that matches it. So if I were to take a guess, it's probably drain field for the septic. So I might have to shift that hole over and maybe do an elongated post right there. Which will be fine because I am putting the stringers 8 foot apart. They're not the stringers, but the stairs are going to be 8 foot wide, so we have 8 foot stairwell. So I might have to shift it back a little bit to be more of like a middle support. I will have a middle support right there. Most challenging hole right now was this one here, only due to the fact that it's right up against the house, and in order to get the right leverage, I couldn't really. I was just hitting the house. Better not do that. The dog's gonna go nuts. But overall, not bad. Some of y'all might be saying, 5 holes in 25 minutes, 2 foot deep. There's no way. There's no way you're doing that. You're lying to us. But what y'all need to remember is, Jerrid digs holes all day. That's all I do. All day long, every day. I mean, not all day long, but, you know, to get the job done. Big, deep enough holes. You know, some of those 4, 4.5, 5 foot deep at max. I don't really go more than 5 foot. Try not to anyway. I mean, on occasion we will, but I try to avoid those as much as possible. But it's not a big deal for me to put holes in the ground. I know what I'm doing. So if I stop recording, it'll probably take me the rest of the hour to finish the other 4 holes. So an hour for 9 holes. I mean, it's not bad. I think that's pretty good. I mean, for hand digging, not using an auger, all that. I am going through 4 holes. Yeah, 2, 4, only 4 more because I got 5. But thankfully, it's overcast. It's really nice. A little bit of a breeze, not bad. I mean, it's probably 70 out here. 70, 75, somewhere up in there. Well, I probably shouldn't use this one because I might have to move it. Well, probably it don't hurt. I really don't want the dirt here in the middle. I can spread it out, though. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna make this one a little longer. Ground's not horrible. And I'll say it's a little wet today. Not really, kind of. I'm gonna make this longer so that if I have to, I can shift the post one side to the other based on measurements. I mean, I'm just rough measuring it now. So. It's a little rougher, I ain't gonna lie. The other holes were a little easier. That's okay. That's alright. That's okay. We're gonna empty it anyway. Alright, y'all, 45 minutes later, and I got all the holes I need. This one over here right against the house where all the power and everything is at was a little more challenging, only due to the fact that there's really not much room to dig, although based on other places I've dug, like on Friday, my coworker and I dug at, there was very little room. But yeah, got that done. Didn't hit any utilities. That's good. Again, I don't know what this corrugated line is. There's a bunch of gravel around it. I say line, corrugated pipe. I think it might be part of the sewer drain field, but they told us originally the drain field was over here. You can kind of see where it divots down right there. So if it is, I will probably have to put the hole probably right about here where my boot is. And it's just going to have to be a floating. And then what I'll probably end up doing is right on the edge. I'll probably end up filling this hole in if that's the case. I want to do a little more looking into it, but fill the hole in and use a floating concrete block. But actually sinking the 6x6 probably a little further back. So it'll be like two middle supports for the 6x6s in the middle, and then I'll have an additional piece that I'll cut from there because they're 10-foot posts and I won't need it. They're only need about 4 foot, but just give it a little extra balance. So the way it's going to work is we're going to have from this hole here to this hole here be the stairs. That's 8 foot. And then we're going to enclose the last 8 foot coming off the house to here, and it's going to be open stairs. And then from this hole to the house is going to be enclosed, like railing and all that. So, oh, sorry about that. I almost stepped on you. My bad. You all right? We have a bunch of these pumpkin plants. June threw a whole bunch of pumpkin out. Lord, there we go. June threw a whole bunch of pumpkin out last fall, I want to say. So needless to say, we have a whole bunch of pumpkin that volunteered. If you go back and watch our garden tour video, which I'll post up in the thing here, there, one of the two, a card, linking to it. We had a whole bunch of pumpkins in the corner by the stairs right here. June took them out because she thought I was doing the deck the other weekend. So, oh, there's Molly. What do you think, Molly? What you think? What's going on? Come here. Ow, that hurt my mouth. Oh, I have dental pain. How you doing? Careful, don't fall in them. What you doing? You're not sure what to think? You're like a mole's been digging. Daddy's the mole. What you think? Your leg's still hurting? Yeah, you're limping a little much. A little bit today. You good? What you think? Huh? Tell me what you think, Socks. Anyway, so June had pulled a whole bunch of pumpkin and transplanted it in the front yard. And we still have at least 2 more coming up. This one against the house right here. Probably going to pull that as well, or just let it die. It'll die underneath the shade of the deck and all that. Probably cut it down, but yeah. What are you thinking? Hey, Socks, what you doing? You want to look? Oh, what is it? What's down there? Oh my goodness, Molly, what is it? You got dirt on your nose. You're adorable, though. Oh, don't throw up on me. Jeez. Jeez Louise, Socks. Annie, what do you think? Annie definitely does not like new things, so. What you think about those? You're not sure? What happened? What happened to your yard? You're about to get a nice warm spot that you can lay on? Yes? Oh my goodness. That's done. Took about 45 minutes to do all 9 holes. Not bad. I did widen it, so on one of them, so maybe 50 minutes at most. It really didn't take much. But that's what it's going to be right there. And June is obsessed with me getting rid of the tarp shed that we store our wood in for the fireplace. So I don't know. I might put a little small lean-to off the side here. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't decided what I want to do. This will probably be it for this video. I was thinking of putting everything together in one video, but I got to thinking about it. That's a lot of footage to go through. I mean, when I was building the shed, boop, over there, it was about 3 days worth of footage, about 3-hour long video, start to finish. It would not, for some reason, would not upload. I really hate the fact that I wasn't able to show you guys that project, but I mean, it's there, you see it. So what I'll probably end up having to do is do a couple different videos. Yeah, so this will be the first video. I'll probably put the framing in one and then the decking in the other. The decking and the framing I'll put in one, probably setting the post. I'll probably put in the same video. I don't know yet. But yeah, good stuff. And yeah, I think I'll put setting the post in this video. So it'll be about, I don't know, 24, 48 hours before that happens, before the posts go in the ground. But for you guys, it'll only be a second. So stay tuned.
Stir it good. Stir it good.
Yeah, you want that? Just like that right there.
Do you need another bag of powder in there?
Nope. I still got dry on here. Just got to rotate it through. You know, I saw some meals on sale today.
And it would have been slightly splurged to buy.
Slightly a pain in the butt to get in the vehicle. Absolutely.
Your very flat wheelbarrow is doing the trick.
What?
I said your very flat wheelbarrow is doing the trick.
Listen, it ain't moving. It ain't meant to move anything. It's meant to mix. That's it. This is my cement mixer. Yeah, that 8-inch tube is perfect. I think that foot one.
You've got all those tubes in?
Yeah, I think if I would have went with 12-inch wide, I think it would have been
Too wide?
too
And too much concrete?
I wouldn't have had enough. Yeah. Get all the air bubbles out. And get one of them bolts.
On the stairs?
Knock, knock.
Hi, baby!
Baby's knocking, knocking.
He wants to come outside. Knock, knock, baby.
Hand me one of those J-bolts, please.
See.
Oh, look at that. That's perfect. Boom. Gorgeous. Okay.
Leave it alone, Gaby.
What's the other two, man? That's a
Flat wheel.
Flat tire. Oh,
I tried pumping it, it wouldn't pump. Been sitting in the sun too long.
how most things go. When I get old, this won't pump.
You just walking around with your cucumber and berries? What you think, Gabriel? Is it going to be cool? Is Daddy a good builder? Well, Gabriel still approves.
Whoa, big dirt, Mama.
Yeah, big holes.
Whoa, Mom, big dirt. Whoa, big dirt.
Yeah, big dirt. We have lots of those. Lots of bugs.
That's going to be far.
Don't touch them, okay, Gaby? Thanks. You're just going to be glued to Mama? That works. Here, you can hold this when you're done with your cucumber. Sit. Good job.
I got a big butt, but we got a film on TV, you know.
Got to give some variety.
If I was smart, I would get closer with the wheelbarrow and not so far away.
Well, everybody has their downfalls. I kid.
Watch that attitude. Somebody's gonna end up sleeping on the couch tonight. It ain't gonna be me. Probably shouldn't joke like that. People are gonna be like, "He's so aggressive." Oh my god. You get that comment on social media all the time, don't you?
Nah.
Yeah, it's okay. You can admit it. How does she put up with him? He's so mean.
Thanks, buddy. Walking careful. Good job walking careful around the holes. He said he forgot his berries.
Are you ready? Let me see your hand. Your hand. Okay, throw your sleeve up. Ready? We're not going to touch the bar. We're just going to put your hand right there. Ready? 1, 2, 3, push. There you go.
Cute.
Hey,
Let's go.
Hold on. Push this part. There we go.
Let's go wash it.
Wash your hand.
Let's go wash it under the spout. I'll turn on the spout.
Don't lick it. Go wash.
Here's the spout. Good job. Tube.
And my post of post. My post of the post. Plus this sinks down a little bit more too. But essentially, this will be the center beam.
Is that concrete supposed to wobble?
We'll have the 1/2 inch decking right there, or 1 1/4 inch, but it's really just 1 inch. Sitting on top of that, boom. That'll be a whole 2 inches underneath the door jamb. But essentially, you're going to have 2 2x8s come here. There's going to be an identical one of these right here. 2x8s are going to share this post. Boom, 3 inches. Other 3 inches. They can come to here. These are going to stop short. Boom. There are going to be 2 little notches here. These are going to stop short because there's going to be a chunk out of the front here, which has the front exterior beam. Boom. I'm going to zip that in there, zip these through, come through, zip these through, come through, zip these through.
Sounds fancy.
I guess fancy. Alright, y'all. Worst part of it's done. Anyone who knows me knows I hate doing foundations for projects. Despise it. Absolutely despise it. When we go to build our house, that is one thing I'm not doing myself. Paying someone to do the foundation. I'll do all the electrical, plumbing, and some of the framing. If not all the framing. But I'm not doing foundation work. I refuse. I absolutely despise it. Ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. So, for now, let me show you what we got. We got the J-bolts set on there. Concrete poured in the forms. Little Gabriel and Mama handprint. But we got all 9 set, perfectly spaced-ish, right? Kinda.
Might not want to lose your knife.
Yeah, it's not closing. It got concrete on it. But so that's where it's gonna be. The form's sitting up higher. Not a big deal. You can always cut those off, peel them off, whatever. Mound the dirt up around it, which is probably what I'm going to do. Unless it's that one there. I think I didn't set that one quite low enough. Probably could have set it lower. It needs less than an inch. Well, an inch or less in order to fit the brackets that sit on there. And we bolt those down. So, yeah. Or nut them down with washers, whatever you want to call it. Crazy to think that in just a short amount of time, there we go, zoom out a little bit, short amount of time, this will all be deck. I will be levitating in the air. But a little sloppy, I ain't worried about it. It's just excess right here. I suppose I could add this excess over to there, but now it's got dirt and crap on it, but oh well. Shade, finally. That is one thing I did not get enough of today. Really hot today. But this will be good. I'm going to let this sit overnight with as hot as it's going to be tomorrow. It is going to be plenty set by tomorrow to ratchet down the brackets and start laying out my notches for the exterior posts, or my notches in the post for the exterior beams. Sorry, I'm a little tired and dehydrated, but good stuff. Have a great night. Stay tuned because we do have our other videos. Like I was saying, I'm probably going to do this in a 3-part, maybe 4-part series. This part here is just digging the holes and setting the forms and concrete. The next one, I'm going to start doing the framing. All the framing is going to be the second video. And then the third one, it'll probably be putting the actual decking on. And from there, I might do a 4th video with sanding and staining, sealing. Don't know yet. I don't know if I want to do the sanding and staining and sealing after we do the roof, so therefore I'm not as upset if it gets tore up from putting scaffolding on it in order to get materials up to the roof. I think I'll wait to do that till after, or just see how it turns out. But I need to go shower. I haven't ate anything today. I need to go eat. And yeah, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. I'm not a professional, by the way. Just, disclaimer, starting out. Not a professional. Never done this before. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that. I know I don't normally tell y'all to do that, so I gotta say it.